Welcome to Let's Evolve Together. My name is Deepa, and today we're going to be doing yoga on the beach. So I will be working in tandem with my husband, who will be creating music as we practice. Super cool. So yeah, let's get started. Go ahead and come down to the floor and sit with your left leg in front. And if you've got any kind of low back tenderness, tightness, or anything that bothers you down there, just place a blanket or a pillow under your hips as you sit so it's more comfortable. But I've got my left leg in front and my right leg tucked in. Just a nice comfortable pose here. And you can also place pillows under your knees. So go ahead and set your hands down on your knees, close your eyes, and we'll start by tuning into the breath. So we're just getting centered with your natural breath flow. You're not going to alter your breath in any way. Just a time to tune into yourself. Notice that breath coming in, nice and slow, and out through the nose. Starting to feel inside. Notice how you're feeling today. Notice what's happening with your emotional body, your mental body, and your physical body. Is there anything that's already come up today, asking for your attention? And just observe what that is. And if you're feeling like you want to release something or let something go, or you want to ask for insight or clarity, just set an intention now before we start our practice. You're honoring your body by listening to it. And we'll keep this observation going while we practice yoga together today. Continually observing the mind, the emotions, and the body. And really listening, tuning into what feels good for you as you move. So feel free to adjust any asana or movement that we do so that it feels comfortable for you. Let's start by intuitively just follow your body's inner rhythm by starting to sway. So I'm just rocking gently from sit bone to sit bone. You could do circles, waves. Follow your body's guidance. You can involve the whole spine, neck, and head. And just move in a way that allows you to feel like maybe you're swimming in the ocean. So there's a softness and an openness, and emerging with the water and the energy that the water carries. Just breathe how it feels comfortable for you. And don't worry about changing your breath. We can just call this swimming, intuitive swimming, just moving by listening to where your body wants you to move and how. And we're going to shape this movement that you're already doing into a little more structure by leaning over the left leg, dropping your head, opening through that side of the neck and shoulder, and then allowing a C curl to happen in your spine as you release the top of the head toward the floor, pushing your opposite knee gently down if that feels nice and opening for the hip. As you come up through the other side, lifting the heart to the sun, do that a couple times, again going at your own pace and moving in your own way. Following the music to guide your movement. Notice if you activate your abdominals, if that helps as you move. You can even add a little twist over the left leg, looking back over your shoulder before you release forward. So anything is possible, any direction your body would like to move. And this time, after we lift our hearts up toward the sun, drop your left hand down to the mat and inhale, opening through the rib cage, opening through the heart as you draw your arm up, and then place the palm of the hand on the back of the head. Don't strain the neck, so if you need to look straight forward, you can do that. You're also welcome to look up in the direction of the elbow. From here, release and curl the spine in half as you drop your right elbow toward the left knee. And then expand and open. Again, you can look straight forward or follow the elbow up toward the sky. And just continue that folding in half of the torso. Really opening through the shoulder blades. Getting some circulation through the back muscles. Under the arm. Deeper under the sternum. And into the heart chakra. From here, I'm going to hold it. You can keep moving if that feels good for you. I'm going to reach my elbow up toward the sun to get a little more stretch. And I'm going to release my entire torso down again over the left leg. And then stay in the front of the legs here as I release the glutes in this little hip opener. Feel free to rock. Again, add that swimming where you're intuitively moving and following what your body would like you to do at this time. So there's a lot of fluidity instead of holding in the asanas and as you move through them to increase range of motion and openness and suppleness in the muscles and ligaments. And this also helps the mind to be more flexible and supple, adaptable. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and walk the torso straight up through the center. We're just switching sides now. So now I've got my right leg in front, and we're going to start the same way. Probably won't need as much time with the swimming right off the bat because we're already slightly warmed up. But go ahead and just touch down by tuning into this side and see if you notice anything different. You know, how does it feel to your body when you look up? And what's the sensation if you release down? If you just want to enjoy the movement, tune out the mind, just dive right in, be present with your body. So I'm starting those hip circles now, those back releases. This time we're coming over toward the right. I've got my hand pressing the left knee down. C curl over the front of the legs, and then the right hand presses the left knee down to open that hip a little bit. One more time around. Just just allowing a full release, including the neck and head as you go forward. And then go ahead and plop the right hand down as you sunrise the left arm up, and then bend the elbow, place the hand on the back of the head, look forward if that strains your neck, or you're welcome to look up toward the sky in the direction of the elbow. And now just a soft release, folding the torso in half, and then opening. And just keep that moving in a way that feels good for your spine and your core. And then holding the elbow up, breathing through that side of the body. You can even add a little bounce through the right side to help open the left side up. So really anything is possible here. Use your creativity, your imagination, and just follow your body's guidance. Go ahead and release fully and come over the front leg for that little hip opener and the rotators and the glutes, and you can rock side to side. And then walk yourself right up through the center, hands on the knees, and we'll just keep moving here. We're going to dive the head and chest forward in front of the legs for cow, arching the back gently, and then swing it back through the center, starting to curl the spine, chin to chest, leaning back behind the hips. I'm holding my knees for support as I lean back for the cat. Do that a couple times. Enjoying those beautiful ocean waves and the gentle breeze. And this last time through, we're going to lean back and hold the stretch, bringing our focus and attention to the back of the neck as we lean back behind the hips, and breathing through the back of the neck and the upper trapezius as we drop the shoulders down. Sitting up nice and tall, drop the right ear down to the right shoulder, extend the left wrist out, and rotate the left hand. Press through the hand, reaching the wrist toward the floor. To make it more challenging, you can lift the arm up slightly to release. If it's too much, release your arm down toward the earth. You can move your chin toward your shoulder here, or you can look forward. Just experiment, move around, enjoy the movement. Then gaze forward, lift the head, rotate the wrist one more time, and release the left hand to the left knee. Switch sides, left ear down, right shoulder down. Extend your right wrist toward the earth and rotate. Both directions. And then press, reaching the wrist down on an angle to increase the stretch. Lift the arm a little bit to decrease the stretch. Release your arm toward the earth. And then feel free to move the neck and head. Gazing forward, lift the head and rotate the wrist one more time. Just trying to make all these movements delicious for you. And go ahead and we're going to take the front leg, which should be your right leg, and swing it behind you. So you're making that sort of 4 shape with your legs. Placing your left hand down, we're going to lift the hips, swinging the right arm across the body toward the left. So right arm, as you lift the hips, swings up, creates a nice rainbow at the top, and as you release your arm down, the hips come down too. We're going to do that 2 more times. Nice and easy hip lift. Following the arm with the eyes and the neck. Let's go one more time, and this time we're going to hold it up, breathing in that nice big rainbow stretch through the right side of the body, fingers long. And now release the right arm and turn toward your left side as you bring your knees underneath you. You're going to place the feet together, open the knees apart, and sit back into Bakasana, Child's Pose. Release your forehead to the floor. Get grounded here as you drop the head below the heart. So consciousness rises above ego. And we'll move into a pandiculation here with cat-cow. This begins by bringing the hands, start to C-curl your spine, and bring the hands under the shoulders as you come into that C-curl. And then releasing your hips forward, bend the elbows a little bit as you open the back like a mini upward dog here. And we'll do that a few times. So when you push back, try really pressing down through the hands. Try activating the abs. See how that feels for you. And if that feels supportive, keep it moving. So again, you're coming right into that curl from Bakasana. Launching your hips forward, bending your elbows for a little more bounce and pliability. And then opening your chest as you press your hands down. Taking a nice breath into the heart center, feeling a sense of surrender and acceptance. Let's try that again. The idea is just keep it moving, keep that flow, releasing rigidity, releasing structure, and opening up to the suppleness and the movement that's already present in the body. You can even twist, opening the hips here. Again, be creative. When you're ready, release back. Last time for Bakasana, just do hips to heels here and rest. Adding some core strength. Place your forearms down in a triangle shape and interlace your hands. And then shoot your legs out into a plank. So you're doing a forearm plank here. Elbows are right under the shoulders, but they are in a triangle shape. So I've got my hands interlaced. And just go ahead and bend the legs one at a time. And pulling up through the lower belly, pressing down through the forearms. And now you can hold the asana. And if this feels like too much for your body, drop your knees, kick up your ankles and cross them. Keep pressing down through the forearms, deep into the earth, so you're really rooting through the arm position. And then uncross the ankles, knees come back under the hips. From here, you're going to drop your forehead down, extend your arms out, and place your elbows as close as you can to the sides of your head for the tricep stretch. So now I'm in something called the puppy, where the hips are over the knees. And then bend your elbows and place your hands between your shoulder blades. You can do this one arm at a time if you need to. Drop your chest toward the mat as much as feels comfortable to continue that stretch from under the arms into the chest. Feel free to move the hips side to side. Slowly release your arms. Walk your torso back through that table position so that you can bring your left leg forward for a lunge. And the right knee is down on the mat for support. Just warming up, not going too deep yet, warming up the hips here. Place your hands again interlaced against the left thigh and gently press down as you lift your heart up. Pressing down through the front foot, opening the toes nice and wide as you lunge. Just adding a little pulse here, releasing the hip lunge and then coming back into it. And I'm doing that by pressing down into the front foot and then pulling back from that. Okay, now full release. Releasing the right arm to the floor. Follow it up with that nice big upper body back bend here as you look up toward the sky. Push your hand down into the front thigh. Shoulders down, open chest. And then continue that stretch by reaching your arm behind you for the twist. And then lifting your hips out of the lunge just slightly. Draw your arm up by your ear and reach over to the left side, creating a nice C shape. Nice lateral stretch here, really extending and lifting up out of the hip. Again, you can add movement by releasing and coming back into it. Just a little repetition. And now we'll release the torso down and forward. Shift your hips back to stretch the front hamstring. And try bending, extending. Drop the neck. If you're really open behind in the back of the legs and in the hamstrings and calf muscles, you can flex your foot to deepen the stretch. And now we're going to switch sides, and in order to do that, we'll just tuck the front foot down, bend the knee, and swing the right leg out to the front. The left leg is behind. So however you get to this position is fine. Don't worry about the details. And we'll start the same way. So we have that nice figure four shape. And we'll draw the left arm across the chest, the right hand down for support. Lift the hips as you rainbow the arm up. And then release. We'll do one more and we'll hold that nice rainbow stretch. Enjoying that hip open extension. And then release the left arm, turn to your side. And we'll continue with the pandiculations and cat-cow again. So start with Bhaktasana, hips to heels. Curl up. Allow your breath to match your body movement, however that feels good for you. Bending your elbows, keeping that pliability, that movement. Your body likes to work as one unit, so you don't have to cut pieces of yourself away from other pieces by holding too tight or not allowing flow or trying something that might feel too static for you, but it's up to you. If you want to hold it and work on strength, you can. You can add a little more movement now that you're more warmed up. And final release into Bhaktasana to prep for forearm plank. Triangle with the arms, interlace the hands, press it down through the forearms, extend the legs, and pump knees back and forth. And then you can hold this asana, or you can drop your knees down and cross your ankles. Yogi's choice. I'm going to add a twist. From here, knees down, and rest. Bring your hips up for the puppy. Forehead down. Walk your elbows close to your sides of your head. Bend the elbows and place the hands right between the shoulder blades. You can do this one arm at a time if you need to. Try to drop your chest a little bit toward the earth. And then release the arms. Walk yourself through table so you can step your right foot forward for the lunge. Left leg is behind you on an angle with your knee down. Interlace your hands with your shoulders down. Press down into the front thigh. That nice opening through the spine and the chest as you drop your shoulders. And we'll deepen that by adding the arms. So release the torso on the arm forward, and then coming up in that nice C-shape back bend. And keep that moving. Extend your torso up as you twist to the back, bringing your arm behind you. And lift up out of the hip. Standing tall now above the knee, draw the left arm by the ear and create that C shape, that lateral C stretch through the spine as you stretch over toward your right side. And release down on that side and then come forward to stretch your hamstring. Release back and you can pump the leg here if that helps, if you're very tight there. That music is so beautiful today. Just soaking it up. And we're going to repeat on the other side, except we're going to change it quite a bit. So tuck your right leg back and left leg comes forward. Just take a breath here before we start. So now when we repeat the sequence, I'm going to advance the asanas quite a bit. We'll start the same in our 4 shape, and we'll swing the right arm across the chest and lift the hips up. Do that one more time. Just a little more movement, a little more flow, and then turn to table position. This time, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your toes. Table plank. So just go ahead and lift your knees up. A nice pliability in the elbows. We're going to draw the left knee toward the chest as you launch your body forward. Come back, right knee. Come back, left knee, and then right knee. Place both feet down. Press your hips to your heels for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So instead of pendiculating in cat-cow, we're advancing into downward dog, upward dog. First, walk this out. Go ahead and curl through the spine as you come through plank. Bend your elbows slightly into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Try that again. You can drop your knees down if you need to, or you can come straight back, hips to heels. And then keep it moving. Don't forget to add a little movement or motion if you like. The last one, we're actually going to hold it. Step your right foot a little closer to your left. 3-legged dog. Inhale the left leg up and bend both knees as you swing the left knee to the heart. Try that again. Left leg up, And swing. I've got both knees bent. Last time, just swing it into a lunge. Left leg forward. Right leg back. Both knees are bent slightly. Virabhadrasana 1. You're welcome to straighten your back leg. I like to bend mine. It feels a little more supportive for my hips. Up to you. And then open the asana. Virabhadrasana 2. Left knee over ankle. Look over the left hand. And go ahead and add movement by stretching the right arm over the left leg. Curl through the center. Stretching up through the opposite side. Let's try that again. And just make it really juicy. It could feel good for you. Now I'm going to just hold it here and breathe. Utthita Parshvakonasana. You can also bring the top arm behind you. Wrap your palm around your thigh for a deeper stretch. Release down. Turn the front foot toward the front. So I've got both feet pointing toward you. And release your spine. Rock toward the heels and then toward the balls of the feet, and notice the difference. Okay, let's do a nice flat back lift with the arms by the ears. Lift your whole torso up. Release your arms down, open your heart toward the sun. Come into that nice flat back position. Just come halfway down. And then bend the right leg. Bring the left arm to the mat, right arm up. You can look toward the hand or just directly to the side and switch. And switch. And this time we're going to hold it on the left. You're welcome to bring that arm behind your back. Use your fists to support you on the bottom. Feel that twist. You can release it and come in and out of it a few times. And then releasing your torso down toward the floor. Step your feet together. Place your hands on your shins, on your thighs, or on the floor, and pump your legs for Uttanasana. And then bend your knees and uncurl your spine to come into Tadasana. Just feel your body now standing on the earth. Just notice how you're feeling, what's happening. We're going to continue with our side body stretching. So go ahead and lean on the right leg. The foot is strong. Take your left leg, bring it behind you. You're going to bend both knees. You're going to take your right hand around the left wrist and gently pull it to the right. I'm going to spring out of this right into Ardha Chandrasana, but nice and slow. So we just step the left leg out. The right arm helps anchor you down toward the earth. As the right leg comes up behind you, opening your chest toward the front. And if you fall out of it, get right back into it. You can even try launching off the floor a couple times just to get that feeling And get that grounding through the standing leg before you come up. And then take your back leg to the front. Bend both knees, release your spine over the legs, and drop your head. Curl down. If you can come onto the balls of the feet, drop your forehead to your knees, and breathe. Good, now we're going to repeat the advanced sequence on the other side. Okay, so make that 4 shape with your legs. Remember, just a couple times. You should be feeling more and more open as you move. And then turning forward into table. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck your toes, table plank. So just lift your hips by lifting the knees off the mat. And we'll start with the right knee to the chest. Launch forward and back. Launch forward and back. One more each side. And now we're going to press back into downward dog by pressing the hips toward the heels. And you can walk it out if you like. Now we'll pandiculate through downward dog into upward dog. You can bend the elbows. You can drop your knees to the floor if you need to. Come back into downward dog by pressing the hips to the heels. Now try to keep it moving. One more time. This time we're going to come back into downward dog and come into 3-legged dog. So left foot steps close to the right, right leg comes up, and then bend both knees and swing it to the heart. Try that again. Last time, just come through into the lunge. Plant both feet. Virabhadrasana 1. Open up to Virabhadrasana 2. You can add a little wave. Just enjoy the music. And we'll add some movement. Enjoy that stretch on the right side. Coming into Utthita Parshvakonasana. And release your torso. Walk to the center of the feet. Turn your both feet forward. And release your spine right in the center. Moving from the heels to the balls of the feet. To feel the difference stretching through the back of the leg. And draw your arms up by your ears. Inhale, a nice long flat back up. Open the arms at the top. Then release forward halfway down. Release down, you're going to bend. We'll start on the left knee bends, left arm up. Switch. Notice your obliques. If you'd like to tone those, Get a little oblique workout there. Staying on the right side, make a fist out of the left hand for support. Bend the right elbow behind you. Release that side. You can hold before you come to center. Walk to center. Uttanasana, hands on the shins or thighs, whatever feels comfortable. And you can pump the legs here, or you can hold it. And we'll just move right into our side bend. Go ahead and grab your right wrist with the left hand. Step your right leg behind you, bend both knees. And we'll open up into Ardha Chandrasana. Step out. You can bend the front leg and just try launching off the back foot to prep before you come into it. When you feel grounded, I find that bending my knee to start really helps. You can push it off the back leg. Then bend both knees. Release your spine over your bent knees. Relax your back. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do a little improv here since we got such great music. We'll do a little movement. So facing that same side, let's do some body swings. You're going to bring your arms up, and then when you swing down, you let your arms go past your hips and use that momentum to come back up. Swing your arms back behind you to start again. So release, arms swing back, bounce while you go, and again. One more. Good. Stepping out, try to go right into Ardha Chandrasana. Now bend the bottom leg and draw the right leg in front. Okay, turn to the other side and try that. Just a little movement. We'll add the swing. Just do that a couple times. Step out, just a small Ardha Chandrasana. And then bring the leg forward for Natarajasana, the dancer. Okay. And then turn around again. This time we'll add a hop. So when you swing your arms up and down, you're going to hop as your arms come by your hips, okay? So we're going to try that again. Swing your arms down and then hop. And then you're going to come right into Natarajasana from there, okay? Swing and release, hop, plant your feet, rise your arms up, Natarajasana. Good. Let's try that on the other side. Little contemporary dance for you. Go ahead and swing, hop, swing your arms back and then lift the front leg up. Okay, so let's try that again. Release, hop, swing your arms up and back, and then lift the leg. Easy peasy. Okay, good. So we're going to work our way down to the floor. So if you want to dance your way there or stretch your way there, maybe we'll continue our contemporary dance piece. We'll add on to it next time, okay? So keep those moves in mind, practice them. We'll add 2 more moves or 3 more moves next time. Just work your way down. We're actually going to come to camel. You're going to face sideways, knees under hips. You're welcome to go into the full back bend with your heels up. I'm not there to support you or spot you, so I'm actually going to recommend you do the mini camel Ustrasana, placing your hands on your sacrum, pulling your elbows back, doing that nice camel stretch, back bend. And then guide your hips up and over for Bhaktasana to rest your back. Go ahead and uncurl. We'll do a little floor work. So go ahead and extend. You're going to sit facing forward. Extend your right leg out, left knee in. We'll do a Parivrtta Janu Shirsasana into regular Janu Shirsasana. So just follow me. Draw the arm up and over. And now bend your knee and flip your torso over the leg. Now come back to straight leg, or you can keep it bent and do that rainbow stretch and then start again. So let's try that. Over, bend, release, open, stretch, open your arm. Last time. And now we'll release over the bent leg in Janu Shirsasana. Drop your spine, drop your head. Go ahead and extend that leg. Turn toward your bent knee. So left knee bends. Knee is in line with hip for pigeon, Ekapada Kapotasana, or pigeon pose. You can start here with the fists under your shoulders and then release over the front leg. And you can rock, massage the glutes and rotators here. Just go into that swimming feeling. Swimming through the muscles, the tissues, fascia. And then rise up. Feel your stability in the bottom leg here. And this is optional. You can reach. And I go inside the foot and draw the heel to the glute. You can always move, always adjust, do it feels good. And release the leg. Okay, we're going to switch sides. All that takes is drawing the right leg in and extending the left leg out, starting with Parivrtta Janu Shirsasana first. Drawing the arm up overhead, and then flip it and bend the knee. Back to that rainbow stretch, and open. Go at your own pace. Last one. And now we'll release the torso over the front leg. You can bend your knee, whatever feels good there. And then turn toward the front leg, the right leg. Turn it to the right side for pigeon. Back leg in a nice long line behind the hip. Front leg knee in line with the hip socket. Use your fists if you like. And then release down into the hips. You can rock side to side. And then coming back up, just restabilizing yourself to draw the back leg to the hip. Release your leg. Draw both feet forward for cobbler's pose. Feet together, rock side to side. Bring your hands under your legs. C-curl your spine. And draw your torso out of there. Draw the knees together. Lean on your hands. Hip rolls. Just drop your knees side to side. Starting to get into those deep, relaxing back releases. Okay, so turn to your side. Lying down on your back. We'll do Uppanasana. We'll do what I call an active Uppanasana, and I learned from my wonderful friends at Kundalini Yoga. Go ahead and draw your arms up over your heart in a nice ballerina shape. Long neck. Bringing your knees up, drop your knees to your chest and draw the forehead to the knees, activating your abdominals for a little core work. We'll bring our head down, touch your feet to the floor, just a tap. Try that again. Knees down, forehead up, head down, toe tap. One more. Try to keep your abs active the whole time. Good. From here, open the arms out to the T position on your mat. Cross your left leg over your right leg and shift your hips to the left. And drop your knees down to the right side as you look to your left hand or opposite hand of the legs, whichever side you're on. Enjoying that low back twist, and you can feel that nice stretch in the glutes and rotators away from the sacrum here. And then draw your knees up, uncross the legs so we can try the other side. Cross, shift your hips to the right side now, drop your knees down on the left, and you can use your hand if you'd like to guide the knees closer to the floor. Just look to the opposite hand to help keep the opposite shoulder down. And enjoy that stretch. You can bounce it. You can just hold it if you want. And then bring the head back to neutral, uncross the legs, recenter your sacrum under your shoulders, and now we'll do a little Uppanasana release here that's softer. So draw your knees to your chest with your hands, curl your head up to your knees, bring your head down, and then lift your knees up. Keep your hands on your knees and just rock right over the low back by pumping your knees toward and away from your chest. circles here. And now we're prepping for Shavasana. So if there's anything that you would like to do before you rest, do that now. And that includes a little massage if you'd like for the back of the neck or the face. So feel free. This is your time. Do what you got to do. Make it the best for you. And if you are ready to rest in Shavasana, palms up, arms and feet are open. Just visualize, if you're not right against the earth's surface right now, visualize you are, whether that's cool grass or sandy beach, high on a mountaintop, deep in a forest, maybe it's in a cool, dark cave. Whatever feels grounding and most soothing for your nervous system. Drop your tongue to the back of your throat, allowing your jaw to open slightly as you absorb all that good energy that you generated through your practice today. Follow your breath deep inside. Slowly begin to come back to your body if you've drifted away. Go ahead and rotate your ankles. Rotate your wrists or wiggle your fingers and toes. And just come back to this place where you merge with the present moment. You're awake, alert, deeply aware. Now roll onto one side. As you slowly prepare to sit up where we first began, back in easy pose. Notice how you feel. Thank you for joining us today for a beautiful beach yoga session. Thank you, Unit E, for some amazing music today. Thank you for your presence. And we'll see you first week of June. Namaste.